arithmetic, you're going to love this one. It's about units of measurement. Woo! Isn't that exciting? Because we made too many of them. We just made too many of them. You don't need that many ways to tell how long a thing is. So for every centimeter, there's an inch. For every kilogram, there's a pound. And for every watt, there is a horsepower. Now, I'm sure we all roughly understand how powerful a horse is, right? But like, there's a unit that says how powerful a horse is. Which horse? Right? I've got to be honest, I feel like horses vary in strength, and also what they do in like a day. Like, is this a racehorse? Is it a workhorse? Which horse? But I'm asking two big questions. Let's break it down a little bit, all right? Bit of crowd involvement here. How many horses does it take to produce 1 horsepower? Any guesses?
1.
1 is correct. Thank God, right? Jesus, that would have been bad if we lost it immediately. Okay, so with that maths, how many horses does it take to produce 5 horsepower?
5.
5? No, it's still 1. How many horses does it take to produce 10 horsepower? Does anyone see where this is going? Still 1. 1 horse can produce 14.9 horsepower. I'm 2 lines into this Wikipedia article, and a horse is 15 times as strong as a horse. This is where I would give up, but they kept going, so now I have to keep going. So I mentioned it's a unit of power. Obviously it converts into watts. But how many watts is it? Well, it's 746 sometimes. See, the electric horsepower is 746 watts, but of course the imperial horsepower is 745.7. Just different enough to be annoying. And then there's the metric horsepower, 735.5 watts. Still different, but it's close. And then my personal favorite, the boiler horsepower, which sees those guys over there in the mid-700s and says, fuck that. I've got a great idea. 9,811 watts. Or 9,809.5 watts. It changes depending on the year. What does that mean? It changes. Sometimes you look out your window on New Year's Eve, you think to yourself, oh God, the horses are stronger. That concerns me. Okay, so we've got a unit that says 5 different things while saying nothing at all. Why did we make this? Why did we make this thing? And I will tell you why. It was to embarrass the horses. Now, we don't use horses as often these days. They don't pull our carriages, our carts. We don't ride them into battle. But we had to make it personal, right? Because we're petty. We have the ability to be petty, and we choose to be petty. So I imagine it went something like this. Hold on. Hey there, Applejack. Thanks for, pulling his lord and lady around the farm. Means a lot. We're sort of going in a different direction, and we're not going to need your services anymore. Apologies. Yeah, you see that over there, that sort of black box making the upsetting noises? That's called an engine. And we're going to put that in the car, and then you won't do anything. Isn't that fun? So you should probably leave. Oh, but actually, gotta be real with you, man. I got my scientists on it. They worked out how good you are at your job. Isn't that fun? We call it the horsepower, and you've got some of them, and that guy over there, he's got hundreds of them. What are you gonna do, you know? That's like direct cruelty, right? I bring my friend up to you, his name's Jonathan. Jonathan could be nice, he's kind, he's funny, he's smart. You might like Jonathan, except the problem is that I introduce him like this. Hey, this is Jonathan. I checked. He's 37 times better than you. At everything. I came up with it. I made a unit, named it after you. He's better than that. That seems just unnecessary in its direct cruelty. So what do we do about this? How do we change this? How do we affect this? Well, it's quite simple. Next time your car friend talks about the horsepower of their engine, ask them any question about the horsepower. Personal favorites include which horsepower, or in fact, which horse. And just watch as they completely lose faith in the unit. But this isn't going to go down smoothly, right? There are always going to be people against this because someone had to invent it. By the way, I checked. The guy who invented the horsepower was John Watt, the guy behind the Watt. And then thought, you know what though? I got it right in one, so I think I get to fuck around a bit. Let's make that one. No, but there are going to be people who are against this, right? There are going to be people who say, no, it's useful. It tells me that my car's better than that thing over there. Isn't that great? There are going to be people who will push back. And to those people who want to perpetuate this scam unit that insults one of man's most trusted animal companions, to those people, what should we say? In fact, what can we say but nay?